Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another vlog, another summertime vlog. So, New York had a video game festival in May. It has taken me an embarrassingly long time to make this video, so let's relive the memories together. Depending on your age group, there are a few different attractions at the New York Video Game Festival. For the youth to youth-adjacent folks, there was a huge Minecraft tournament happening. Everyone there was locked in, except for me. I had no idea what was going on. There was also game demo stations littered throughout the building, which gave me a great opportunity to speak with some indie devs like John Martin, who's working on Black Steel Syndicate Breaker. So if you wouldn't mind, tell me what your name is and the name of your game.
All right, I'm John Martin with Yard Productions LLC, and the name of this game is Black Steel Syndicate Breaker.
Okay, cool. So how long have you been working on Syndicate Breaker? Or Black Steel Syndicate Breaker?
Yeah, about like 5 years on and off, honestly. I made a prototype in 2022, kind of took a break, and then I decided, let me get this thing to the finish line. So
okay, awesome.
I picked it up maybe about a couple of years ago, and then again on and off, but now I'm trying to get full steam ahead.
Okay, cool, yeah. And off camera, you were saying that you're looking forward to launching this game sometime next year?
Yeah, 2027 is the goal. So right now we have the game on Steam wishlist, and then we have a Kickstarter. So the idea is to get that funded this year, and then we'll be able to add more characters, 3D models, music, and continue the game. So we're aiming for 5 characters. Currently we just got the main character, Barrett.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's the... So what's the story of Syndicate Breaker? Is it a fighting game that has a story, or is it like you're just going in there and beat people up?
Yeah, it's got a story. There's a reason to beat people up.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to keep the story relatively simple. The idea is you got Uncle Barrett, and his family was put in danger by a criminal syndicate, and he decided, you know what, I'm just going to take down the whole syndicate. Yeah, that's the idea. And the different characters involved are people who are either in the syndicate or people who have been affected in some way by them.
Cool. So I guess what inspired you to make this game, and maybe even just a fighting game in particular? Like, are you a huge fighting game fan?
Yeah, I am. I wouldn't say I'm like amazing, but I've been playing them with my brother since I was little, and I just wanted to make my own. And then once I realized, I also wanted to tell a story about just like, also I wanted a black main character that wasn't like a kid. I wanted to tell a story about like a middle-aged person. Like, your personality is already fully grown, right? But there's still challenges in life. What happens after? So I really wanted to get into that.
And so I guess, what is your hope for Black Steel Syndicate moving forward? Like, is this something that you hope that will inspire other devs to create more fighting games, or just get more involved in the fighting community, or any goals like that?
Yeah, honestly, my goal isn't for it to necessarily be big. I want the game to get out there. I want people to play it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, kind of create a special experience for people, and then kind of just tell a story, like I said, about, I feel like these days you see a lot of stories about, you know, coming of age and stuff, and happily ever after this, but like, what if we just had like a more grounded idea where it's just an uncle who cares for his family?
Yeah.
So all those things. I want someone to just see it and hopefully appreciate it.
Awesome. Is there any games that you're inspired by that influence this game?
Yeah, so a big one is Tekken. That was my first fighting game as a kid. And Guilty Gear, which is a crazy like anime fighting game. I definitely took some inspiration from that. It's kind of a weird mix between the two of those.
Oh, cool, awesome.
Yeah.
So how can people support you and Black Steel Syndicate and get the game like out and about?
Yeah. So please check out the Steam page. You can wishlist it today. And like I said before, we have a Kickstarter. We're trying to get it crowdfunded so we can actually finish the development. So Kickstarter page also is available, and you can find us on social media, the Black Steel Game. So we're on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky. Shouldn't be too hard to find us.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
As I made my way past Business Suit Frieza, I entered the arcade section of the festival, which, in my opinion, embodies what this festival is all about. People of all different ages and backgrounds connecting through video games. I didn't grow up in an arcade, but this was a really cool experience for me. Afterwards, I took a trip upstairs and witnessed a Valorant tournament in motion. I don't play Valorant, so once again, did not know what was happening. But I do understand that cheers equal hype, so I know people are having a great time. Outside of the tournament area was a huge hallway that somehow felt a little claustrophobic with how many people were packed together to try game demos and speak with exhibitors. I quickly joined the pack when I recognized a viral game that took over my feed last year.
If you wouldn't mind doing introductions, that way people know who you are and like what game you've been working on.
Yeah, I'm Sam Ing, creator of Skate Story.
Awesome. So Skate Story came out this year, right?
It feels like this year, but actually it was right at the end of last year.
Right at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Cool. So how, I'm someone that saw your game on Twitter, like, feels like
We
a
actually
long
hold
time
this,
ago.
actually.
Okay, yeah, no problem,
Yeah.
no problem. But I saw your game on Twitter, like, feels like forever ago, so it's
Yeah.
awesome to see, like, you continue developing, you've got partnership with Devolver Digital, so, yeah, just, like, how has that experience been? How does it feel to finally have the game, like, out where people can play it, like, you know, we're at events like this?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. I've worked on this game for 6 years. It got delayed twice, but I'm happy it's, like, finally out and people can look at what I've made and experience it, so.
Yeah, it's awesome. I really enjoyed I just got to play the demo of the first chapter of the game, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
The story, it seems like, so you're a demon that's like hungry, makes a contract to like eat the moon and like, I guess all moons. So how did you come up with a story like that?
So the story is based on a true story where most of it happened to me, where I was very sleepy, but not sleepy, and then hungry at the same time. Maybe the moon was more like potato chips.
Oh, okay. Interesting, right. So this wasn't like a sleep paralysis demon kind of thing. It was like you just.
That's right. Yeah. Well, it's kind of based on how I feel, or it just comes from like maybe I don't know, just living in terms of, and then translating that into a story.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I can definitely see some of that with like the people saying like, "Oh, skateboarding's too loud," like you're not allowed to skate here, kind of thing.
That's right. Yeah.
So this is kind of some of the messaging for this game is kind of talking about, I guess, pushing people to skateboard, or what would you say the message is for the game?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of elements that I put into the game. One of the messages is, yes, like clearly skateboarding is a sport that people love to do and that they feel compelled to do, despite, for example, being made of glass, right? So a lot of the game is exploring that, like doing things that are difficult that you really have no idea why you're doing.
So what is, I guess, your favorite aspect of developing this game? You're a solo developer, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so what's been like your favorite aspect, or maybe least favorite aspect of developing this game?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of aspects. I do like being a solo developer because I get to touch and make decisions on every part of the game.
Yeah.
I think for this game, I did like writing it. It was very difficult to write it. I'm not really a writer, so when I wrote all the dialogue and the story and things, I really I had fun doing that.
Yeah,
I think it was something that I didn't know that I could get done. You know, so I think it was fun. It was very painful, but it was also fun.
That's cool. Yeah, I enjoy the writing and like the kind of humorous tone. It kind of, I guess, caught me off guard when I was first learning about the story because, like, you know, you're like demons like in the underworld.
Yeah.
You expect it to be like this very serious kind of adventure. I was like, no, I'm just hungry and I want to skateboard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wanted that contrast between like a dark world and like lighthearted characters.
And what's something that you're most proud of with like this whole development cycle?
Well, I'm proud that I released it.
Yeah.
Like for a while, I thought I was, you know, stuck in hell, never being able to finish it. So getting delayed and delayed and delayed. So I'm proud that I got it out.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's been, you're like one of maybe like 3 or 4 developers that I've seen like post their, I guess like Dev Diaries on Twitter and be able to actually like build an audience around it and get support from like Delabre Digital being a publisher.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, that's been really cool to see, and like I'm looking forward to like what else you have going on in the future. So, what else can we expect from Skate Story moving forward?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, fair. Well, stay tuned. Where can people follow you and support you on your journey?
Yeah, you can find the game online if you like search Skate Story. I think most things will come up. Search Skate Story online.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. This was a great demo.
I didn't know what to expect for this festival, so I spent a lot of time taking it all in off camera. Doesn't make for the best vlog, but I really enjoyed the festival. I even ran into a familiar face with Evan from the Coldest Winter while I was there. I'm excited to go back next year in 2027, so I'll definitely record more cool stuff next time. Until then, I hope you guys have a nice evening or night, wherever you enjoy it, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.